Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to your mathematics classroom. I am Adetunji, your mathematics tutor. To our returning viewers, welcome back to your classroom. To our new viewers, please do well to press the subscribe button on our Facebook, press the follow button, press the like and share button, and put your comment in the comment box. As usual, in our mathematics class, we bring out our book and our pen as we start today's classroom. Now we have on the board today a topic, numbers, and the subtopic, place value. When you talk about place value, we are talking about the position of the digits. Now, to work with, I have these digits or these numbers as example, where we need to tell the position or the place in which each digit represents. Now, as my example, we have these numbers or the digits on the board that we are going to use to explain what the place value means by telling us the position of each digit. Here we go. Let's start. Now, before we start something, look at the board very well. We have some set of numbers at this side, and we have another set of numbers at this side, in which we have these numbers being divided into two by this point. That this point here has something to do. I repeat. Looking at this point, we have used this point to divide this set of numbers into two. We have some numbers before point. We have some numbers after point. Now, those numbers before point, they are measuring the values of whole numbers. Like one whole number, one whatever, that is what they are talking about. But any number that comes after decimal point, we can call them decimal numbers. I repeat, the number before the point, they are what? They are managing the characteristics of the whole numbers. While the numbers after the point, they are managing the characteristics or the features of the decimal point. Now, let me first bring out my decimal point. You can see my decimal point. This is my decimal point. Now, let's now start. The first number after decimal point, it has a name. Same thing goes to the second, third, and so on. Same thing, the first number before point, that is the number next to the point, that is the number before the point, it also has its own name, and so on like that. Now let's analyze it together. Now let's start like this. Any numbers after points, remember we said decimal. Decimal is talking about what? Division of 10. Decimal, division of 10. Now, the first number after point, we call it, what is 1 over 10? That we call tenths. That is the first number after the decimal point, we call it tenths. Let's mark it out like this. Tenths. Any number here, that is any number immediately after point, is called tenths. Like position. What's the position? Tenth position. That is the person is taking the 10th portion. Are we there now? Now, we move. After 10, we have something called 100. Tenths, hundredths. I believe we are following now. Now, like that, to be going tenths, hundredths. Are we there? Tenths, hundred. What will now be next thing? Thousands. After that, 10 of 1,000 or 10,000, and how you call it? I repeat, the first number after decimal points is telling us the value divided by 10, that is 10th position, followed by 100th position, followed by thousands, 10th of thousands, depends on the number, tens of thousands like that. That's how they increase in their own way. Now, the numbers before points, the number before decimal point, the first number before decimal point here, that is the number that is next to the point, that is after that number we read the point, that number there we call it units. Telling you that the last digits in whole numbers is called units. That's what I'm saying. Remember, I told us in the beginning that the numbers at this side before the point, they are taking the features or they are taking the behavior of whole number. So the first whole number is unit, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Immediately, that is our single number stop at 9. When you move to the 10 like this, that is you have entered the next value. You have entered what? The next value. That next value is what? The tens family. So we call that one 10. Tens. Now let's follow that order. Now here we go. This one will be what? Hundreds. That's why I can say 267. Please make sure you watch our video on the writing numbers in words and writing numbers in figures. Please do it to watch our videos on large numbers. You will also enjoy all these things very well. Now, again, I pick the next. I pick my 3 now. The 3 is speaking what? Is speaking thousands. And I want to speak something here. Look at it very well. There is a difference between thousands here and thousand. This one is having TH. 1 over 1000. TH. This one is normal 1000. Now, moving there, that's why I can say 3267. 3267. Now, I am here now. My 8 here is measuring what? After 1000 is what? Tens of thousand. So tens of thousand, I can say 10,000. So family of 10, 83. 80 plus 3000 plus 200 plus 60 plus 7. You will enjoy all these things very well in our writing of numbers in our words. So that's why I can say 83,267. The family of tens. Now the next one. 1. 1 is at the position of what? After 10 is what? Hundreds. So that is 100 of thousands. 100 of thousand, or I say 100,000. And the last one I have here, you know, after 100,000, the next thing should be what? Million. So this one is talking about the first million that we can call millions. So indirectly, all this whole number we have here, all the number we have before point, they are speaking in million. That is 4,183,267. I'm talking about the whole number parts. Assuming we are dealing with the whole numbers. But at this situation now, what are we going to have it now? We are going to have 4,183,267.1329. Place value. Example, I believe it's clear. The 9 we are seeing here is taking the position of tens of thousands, and you know the reason why? I told us the first number immediately after point is called tens. The family of decimal, then decimal 10, tenths, 3 hundredths, 2 thousandths, 9 ten thousandths. Now, before points, the first unit in the whole numbers. The first number in the whole number. That's a unit. 7. That is units. Followed by tens. That is 6. Followed by 2. That is hundreds. Followed by 3. That is thousand. Followed by 8. 10 of thousands. 1. 100,000. And the last one, position of million. So telling you now, this is what we call place value. The place, their position, and their value. What is your position? What is the position of 8? 8 is the position of what? Let's check together. 8 is the position of what? Position of 8 is tens of thousand. That is 10,000. That is the place value of this 8 is 10,000. What about if they ask you, what is the position of 2? Oh, okay, we have 2. We have many 2. Okay, what is the position of 6 in this particular question? The position of 6, let's check. The position of 6 is what? Is tens. That's why we can say 67. Now, let's check these simple questions to see how we can test what we have done today from the example. Let's check. Check this. Now, checking these questions on the board, To back up the examples we have treated together, they said, what is the value of question 1? 8 in 1.85. 2. 8 in 8 in 16.08. 3. 2 in 10269. I repeat, 2 in 10269. And the fourth question said, what's the value of 9 in 9325? I repeat again, what is the value of 8 in 1.85? Number 2 said, what is the value of 8 in 16.08? The third one said, what is the place value of 2 in 10269? And what is the place value of 9 in 9325? So these are the questions. I'll wait for you for a few seconds to drop your answer in the comment box before I will say you are right or we do correction. Now quickly do that within a few seconds before I give you the response. Remember, our example is there to back it up. I have told us that the position of 9 here we can see that's tens of thousand, hundred, tens. The number before the point, that's a units, tens, hundreds, thousand, ten of thousand, hundred of thousands, and million. So now, what is your answer to these 4 simple questions? I'm waiting for your answers in the comment box, as I'll be going through the comment box to check answers right now. So I will do my countdown from 10 to 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and thank you so much. Now let's quickly go to the correction before I give us our normal class entertainment. All right, the position of 8 in 1.85, we have seen that this 8 is the immediate number after point, that is the first number after the decimal point, and we have known that the first number after the decimal point is what we refer to as 10th position value. I said this 8 now is the first number after point. Definitely this 8 is what? This 8 is 10th. Now, picking the second question, what is the place value of 8 in this number? 16.08. If you check, the first number after point is 0. That is 0 is our 10th. After 10th is hundredths. So this 8 here is measuring hundredths. Now, number 3, what's the position of 2 in 10269? 10269. Now let's check the digit very well. The last digit, remember these is whole numbers. The last digit, that is the units, the tens, the hundred. So telling you that this 2 is under what? 100. 2 is under 100, so the place value is 100. That's why we can agree that it is 269. But the comprehensive figure is what? 10,269. And the last one is talking about what is the position of 9 in 9325. Checking again. Units, 10, 100, and 1,000. So definitely the position of this 9 is 1,000. So that's why we can say the number on the board is 9,325. Now we have checked these 4 questions together. Now let me now give you, as usual, your class entertainment. Yes, now we have our class entertainment as usual. Class entertainment, it says, what is the value of the question 1 in 10269? What is the value of 1 in 10269? Number 2, what is the value of 0 in 10269? What is the value of 0 in 10269? And the question number 3 says, what is the value of 1 in 5.691? I repeat, what is the value of 1 in 5.691? And lastly, for today, it says what is the value of 6 in 5.691? What is the value of 6 in 5.691? And this is the end of today's class, and I'll be waiting for your answers in the comment box. Until then, I'll be waiting for you in the next video. Bye.